Yo people, what's going on? Welcome back to the channel. Hope you guys are all doing well. Manchester United have beaten Everton 2-0 at Old Trafford. Goals from the penalty spot from Bruno Fernandes and Marcus Rashford in the first half, giving Manchester United the 3 points. It was Alejandro Garnacho with the match-winning performance for the Reds and probably Manchester United's man of the match as well, winning those 2 penalties in the first half. Johnny Evans was rolling back the years for Manchester United as well, with a fantastic performance from him, going off the pitch to a standing ovation. But Manchester United fans, who will be, of course, delighted with the 3 points, is 3 points, which leaves us able to sit back and watch the rest of the games this weekend, knowing Manchester United have won, especially with a few weeks away from our next Premier League game as well. It's always good to get that 3 points in the bag. But Manchester United fans would have been worried by the performance, because the performance was not very good at all. Yes, there was a clean sheet and Andre Onana was very, very good. I thought Johnny Evans, as I said, did really well for Manchester United. Alejandro Garnacho in the first half, very, very good. But apart from that, Manchester United weren't great at all. Everton, if they had a striker or a player that could take the chances that were coming their way, maybe on another day could have got a point or even more out of the game. And the fact that it was 2 penalties for Manchester, yes, it's always nice to win them. And Garnacho was great, really direct, going forward, all those kind of things, to win the penalty. Despite the fact it's great to see that. The fact that it took 2 penalties for Manchester United to break the deadlock. We didn't really look like scoring elsewhere as well. Yes, we had a few opportunities on the counter-attack, etc. But, it wasn't great apart from that. So Manchester United fans, yes, big 3 points for us, but a little bit worried about that performance. That result ahead of Aston Villa against Spurs. Obviously, Manchester United fans would like a draw in that game. It keeps us close to both. I say closer because I personally think top 4's gone. Top 4, top 5, whatever it's going to be for Champions League, I think that's gone. We're 3 points behind Spurs at the moment, who have 2 games in hand on us. One of those being that game against Aston Villa. And we're 8 points behind Aston Villa, who have a game in hand on us. That game being Villa Spurs. So let's say that's a draw. We're 9 points off Villa. And we are then 4 points off Spurs, who would have a game in hand on us. So potentially 7 and 9 points with 10 games remaining in the season. It just feels very, very unlikely that Manchester United will be playing Champions League football next season. Maybe I'm being a pessimist because of how the campaign has gone so far. But it just doesn't feel like Manchester United are going to go and get top 4, especially when you're looking at performances like that. And most importantly as well, Man United fans want to win. We want to win a trophy. It was great, although it wasn't the most successful season, we want to see. It was great to win a trophy last season in Erik ten Hag's first campaign. And something that could help him out this season, because performances like that won't, is possibly lifting a trophy at the end of the campaign. And the FA Cup's a big opportunity to do that. We play Liverpool in 8 days. That performance was not good. If we play like that against Liverpool, even if they've got injuries or play a few of their youngsters or whatever, and we know they've got Manchester City this weekend and they've got Sparta Prague midweek before they do play us. Even if they rest players, if we play like that, we're going to get beaten by them. Because Everton couldn't hit, a barn door with a banjo today. They couldn't do it. So Manchester United have to be even better against Liverpool. And one of the things that really confuses me, we play Bruno Fernandes in this false 9 position. We play Scott McTominay in this midfield position. Scott McTominay is not a good midfielder. There was 1 or 2 passes today that were pretty good. But apart from that, he was abysmal. Offers nothing defensively. Offers nothing really going forward. The only things it's good at is staying in the box and, trying to get on the end of things. So make him be the striker with Højlund out. Put Bruno in his normal position. I don't understand that dynamic at all. Why we let Bruno be the furthest man forward and Scott McTominay be deeper. And if Scott McTominay is going to be playing in that position, you'd rather Christian Eriksen be playing there. And let's not get started on Casemiro today. Legs look like they've fallen off, giving the ball away consistently, constantly putting us on the back foot. We were overworking our backline. I think Varane, who's been pretty good since the turn of the year, didn't have a great game today. I think Diogo Dalot did all right. I can't really remember him stepping a major foot wrong. Maybe people will correct me in the comments. Lindelof, he can't play at left back. You see him get pulled into centre half at times, and maybe that's what we want to do to kind of play out a possession or something. Play out like you see Dalot sometimes go really central as well. But we're playing him out of position and we're asking him to. I just don't know about that for me. Let him just focus on defending if he is going to play out of position. Rashford suffers because of that. I don't think Rashford played well today at all. I'm not saying it's just because he's not playing with a natural fullback. Obviously, great to see him get the goal. Another goal for him as well. On a little bit of a run now. Hopefully, he can take that into the Liverpool game, get another goal. We know he scores plenty of goals in the big games against the big teams. So hopefully, he can continue that and he's feeling confident. Bruno getting a goal as well. But the performances of the players, not good at all, really. And I know we've got injury problems, but we had more out there today to be able to play a little bit better than that. Do you know what I mean? We're relying on a kid in midfield who, Kobbie Mainoo, I don't think his performances have been as good in the last couple of games as they were when he first broke into the first team. But he's surrounded by experienced players that aren't really pulling their weight a lot of the time. And constantly giving the ball away, as we saw with Casemiro in the first half and other players, not just Casemiro. But he constantly puts us on the back foot. And the fact that our best player is Johnny Evans, all due respect to Johnny Evans, he's played 24 games this season. I don't think he would have expected that. Again, it underlines our injury issues, the issues that we have had. But he was our best player today, and that shouldn't be the case. When you look at the other players that we have got on the pitch, yes, we miss Luke Shaw, Lisandro Martinez. Yes, of course, we miss those guys. We miss Rasmus Højlund massively as well. Hopefully he's back for that Liverpool game. Sounds like he could be, because he's vitally important to the team. And I think sometimes I just feel you've got to do the obvious thing, man. If we haven't got Rasmus Højlund, don't take Bruno out of position. Don't take Rashford or Garnacho out of the position. Just stick McTominay there. He doesn't do anything in midfield as it is anyway. So let him just linger around the box. Hustle and, try and hustle people up for the ball and try and win some knockdowns. I don't get why else we do that, but it's really poor football, man. And it needs to improve. I was on the overlap the other day saying, I want Erik ten Hag to be Manchester United. I want him to succeed. I like him. But you've got to ask what the hell's going on at the moment. And if he's on trial for his job between now and the end of the season, I don't think the owners will be that impressed with that. Now, I look at the other options available and I'm not too keen on any of them. But I don't think that would be the case with them. And also, people keep going, stop talking about potential next managers when just get behind Erik ten Hag. I'm behind him. I want him to succeed. But I can also only talk about what's in front of me. And also, with Ratcliffe and Ineos and all these guys coming in, it's clear that there's going to be, possible change. Possible. So I don't know. Anyway, let us know your thoughts in the comments below. 3 important points for Man United today. But a performance that with Liverpool coming up leaves you a little bit worried about that one. I wasn't at the game today, unfortunately. My granddad's not been well, so had to stay at home for that one. But Man United getting 3 points. And yeah, I don't really know what else to say about it because it was just 3 points. Nothing else really to write home about. Anyway, I'll see you guys very, very soon. Keep it locked. See you in a bit.